Mekong Delta has always been the most unique destination of Vietnam, with most of the land covered and divided by wetlands and rivers. Mekong Delta has developed a unique way of life and culture, adapting to the geographical characteristics. Talking about the Mekong Delta, there are many beautiful places worth visiting. Today, I'm gonna take you to the 5 famous tourist destinations here that you should not miss. Cái Răng Floating Market. Mekong Delta's floating markets have their very own different charms. These markets have been existing for local farmers to sell fruits and vegetables to the folks on the land for decades. Cái Răng Floating Market is the most famous and also the most touristy floating market in Vietnam. You can visit it easily once you arrive in Cần Thơ City. When visiting this market, you will be amazed by how crowded and lively this market is. Each boat is loaded with plenty of seasonal goods. Visitors to this market not only can watch the early activities of the locals in the morning, but also can have breakfast right on the boat. Activities at this market are also an occasion for tourists to study the cultural aspect of the Southerners. Lieu Windfarm. This is the symbol of clean energy industry of the whole country and also a new famous tourist destination. Lieu Windfarm is a power plant located in Lieu City, which is the biggest wind power project in Vietnam. From the shore, dozens of turbines could be seen rotating in the wind. Coming here, you will be impressed with the huge turbine tower standing high in the sky, making a spectacular landscape. Lieu Windfarm is a construction that produces electricity, but is still environmentally friendly. This is a new symbol in Lieu, greatly contributing to the local development. Tra Sư Mangrove Forest. If you are curious about what the wetlands of Mekong Delta look like, come to Tra Sư Mangrove Forest, a tourism site which has a wet ecosystem all year round. The whole forest is flooded with green water, making an incredible sight, especially when the sunlight reaches down the water surface. Not far from the center of Giang province, this place is a plantation left to become a nature reserve in the 1980s. Now it has become a heaven for the flora and fauna. You may want to have a trip in the early morning or late afternoon, especially between September and November, when the forest is most active by having flux. On a canoe passing along leafy waterways spanned by romantic, rustic wooden bridges. Dung Lac Village. Like an oasis surrounded by a submerged forest and a maze of narrow canals, Dung Lac Floating Village, located in Long An province, is another perfect ecotourism site for visitors to experience Mekong River life. Visiting this floating village, you will be immersed in the unique nature of the southern Vietnam River. The area for tourists will be about 5 hectares, including rest houses and management houses, parks and wharves. The remaining is 130 hectares of Melaleuca forest, including a 5 km of cement road to walk. Imagine the feeling of walking in the forest. That is so rewarding. You could easily spend a couple of hours exploring everything. After that, you can also go up to the top of the center tower in the forest to enjoy the sight, read a book, and listen to the sounds of nature. It's a great place for resting and also fishing. Sam Mountain. Sam Mountain is one of the 7 mountains in Giang and the highest mountain in the Mekong Delta. The mountain does not only offer beautiful landscapes, but it is also where many historic sites remain intact. Around Sam Mountain, there are Bagy Temple, Tây An Pagoda, Hoang are some famous nearby sites to visit, which were all recognized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism as the national monuments. To the top of the mountain, there is a shrine with good views of the surrounding countryside. Just climb up there to peer down at the scenery below. You can get a panoramic view of Châu Đốc and wallow in the wonderful ambience and the serenity there.